So last one, I can't believe I actually got 3 in today. This one's going to be regarding what I find to be a dichotomy with myself on not taking myself seriously versus taking things too seriously. So I find this interesting because I think there's multiple facets for this. We tend to come across as very serious or very intense, I find, and it can be off-putting for people that just want to be easy breezy. And so we have that almost deer in the headlights look on some people that we engage with because they are not into that type of conversation. And I mean, socialization teaches us that, okay, we can read the signs and we start understanding where we fit in, so the nuances aren't as explicit, I guess. Nuances and explicit, well, you know what I mean. So for myself, I don't take myself very seriously. I've always joked about how I'm uncoordinated. It doesn't matter how well I'm dressed, something will be spilt on it, that type of thing. So for myself, I don't hold myself on super high platform of expectations with regards to how I need to have a facade in order to present myself to the world. That can also come from being older and speaking to that aging component that I had touched on a different video. So for myself, I really enjoy rapport or banter, having that type of conversation with individuals, especially individuals that are really good at giving and receiving that kind of communication. For me, it shows a sign of intelligence for the fact that they can do that type of back and forth. So, but on the other side, like I mentioned, we are perceived a lot as very intense, very serious. So, and for myself, I do take things incredibly seriously because I'm interested in understanding more about that topic. If I don't take it seriously, it's usually because I have looked into the topic and I don't think there's enough there for my personal interest in what I'm looking into to continue on and dive into. So I do take certain things seriously, and it gets to the opinionated component that I had spoken to in the other 2 videos. And I find it really interesting because people don't normally have that type of engagement with other people. So they don't really know what to make of you when you're having dialogue with them because they're looking to their prior social constraints that has to do with the personality typologies that are the majority of of society. So when we are coming across to them, a lot of times they can wonder, who the heck are you? Like, what kind of, like, you're different. And I personally think different is great. I love people that have differing opinions and ideas and passions because that's what makes humanity unique and interesting. And so, but I feel that when individuals out there that if they see us with such intensity on certain topics and yet we don't care about superficial things necessarily to the same level they do, the values that we place on certain things are out of context with each other. So that societal values of keeping up with appearances, keeping up with the Joneses, having to be a certain way, we don't have that. And I think that ties to the idea of not taking ourselves too seriously. And I feel that also plays into what we place value in, and taking ourselves too seriously is a bind for an individual, where why would we put so much stock into taking ourselves seriously? Because, and this is again my own opinion, that just inflames your ego. And ego I am referring to in this part is the facade, the what we put up in the face of the world. So obviously all of us do have a certain persona that we want to project based on a social situation. As we get older, I find that you tend to become more yourself inside and out. What you're projecting is the same as what's on the inside. However, I recognize that that does happen regardless, but what I feel have is that we pick and choose our battles on what we're determining is going to be super important. So our seriousness is very much based on what we care about. So anyways, that's a quick little video on that. I'm hoping to do a couple more videos here coming up, but in the interim, as always, if you have a video request, just feel free to put it in the comment section with video request first, so then I can make sure to capture it. Thanks so much.